I'll never recommend my younger self to do 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
if you raise money more often than not,
Uh-huh.
you will be at a lower salary. Well, I think competition is healthy.
Should one dream about Silicon Valley? In this evolving world of AI, everyone is up to leveraging AI in some or the other ways. But how does Silicon Valley is looking towards AI? How one can deal with setbacks and failures while establishing a startup of their own, and what mindset entrepreneurs should have while establishing their own AI startup. Today we have Sachin Jaiswal, who is not only an entrepreneur but also a prodigy in AI. Way back when AI was not even a trend. Watch this podcast if you really want to start something of your own using AI, or if you want to build an entrepreneurial mindset. If this podcast has added some value to your lives, subscribe to AI Bros for more such value driven conversations ahead. Share this video with someone who needs to listen to this podcast and could build an entrepreneurial mindset. All right. So, first of all, thank you, sir, for being a part of this discussion. And uh, I would say that you've had an incredible journey, like studying electrical engineering from IIT Kharagpur, then working at Oracle, co-founding Innovaccer, then launching Niki.ai at times when AI was not even known to people, right? And then worked with Swiggy and now building Kim.cc. So, looking back to this journey, how has this journey shaped you, and what were the most important moments along this journey of yours?
Uh, I mean, it's a lot. Um, it's a lot of learning, and I believe that everything that I've learned so far has been by taking risks, um, and taking a chance when I didn't have any other signal that would give me an idea whether or not it's worth taking that risk. I believe when I started my career, I was comfortable at Oracle. Then my co-founder Abhinav, he pinged me and met me, and he pitched me the idea. And without blinking an eye, I thought I should take a risk, and I went in and learned how to build a company selling to US markets. Um, right after that, when I wanted to try out a product company in AI,
Hmm.
I don't think I had a very clear reason as to why we have the right to win. Um, but uh, but I think we took the chance. We built the product, and something which was technologically difficult to build, we attempted, um, and and actually proud that we've been able to build and get good user traction on it. Um, yeah, so it's been quite a journey, and most of it has been by trial and error. We tried something, did not work, made mistakes, learned, and then attempted again. So yeah, I mean, most of where I am has been because of the mistakes I made, and because
Mhm.
of what we learned along the way.
Just a follow-up question on that. Like, do you think like it is more about the people coming from IIMs or IITs are building startup, or is it like the mindset uh, or execution which is more important? Like,
Sorry, so your question was, is it more because of the people coming from IITs or IIMs? I don't think so. I don't think there is anything unique that I did because I was from IIT. Yes, I mean, I would say probably it's slightly easier if you are from an IIT or IIM because you have a alumni network that makes it easy to get started.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in my first company, Innovaccer, we were able to get the first client through our alumni network. Prithvi, he was kind enough to take a bet on us, and I think that something that definitely helped. Um, uh, but I don't think it. I'm sure that everyone would have some leverage or the other because of because of the background. And even if you don't have a background, for example, this time around, I started fresh in a DTC ecosystem where I had literally zero network, um, and
Okay.
still I reached out and I spoke with people, and we got clients because we were solving a problem for them. And so it's not uh, it's not impossible, and it's not even tough. It's just some um, advantage that you get by being in part of a premium college. But is that an exclusive right to passage? I don't think so. Anyone from any college can actually um, start up and has to go through the same set of problems of finding out the right problem to solve, getting
Correct.
to product market fit, and then
Yeah,
iterating.
right, right. Yeah, so even I am from Triple IT Pune, and we had our seniors had the startup called Octaflight, which was into robotics and drones. I think the network which you make, the connections that you make, the people that you meet over there, then they become your potential network, is what benefits you out in some or the other way, not compulsorily, but some or the other way. Yeah. So we have a mixed kind of audience. Some can be technical, some can be non-technical, right? I would like you to explain Kim to someone who doesn't understand AI or who is not from the technical background. You can like just 3 points. Just explain Kim in layman language. What problem is it solving, and what inspired you to start Kim?
Right. Um, so with Kim, we are building an AI agency for customer support. Um, what that means is if you are a brand that wants customer service,
Mm-hmm.
you install our app, and any inquiry that a customer sends, part of it will be answered by AI and part of it by the human. And we are
Okay.
building that platform to facilitate it. Um, and For the most part, we believe that the future of customer support is where AI will do the work and it will be vetted by humans. Um, so we are building one such platform for customer service.
So, any future plans, like what, where do you want to take Kim in future? Is there a roadmap for a future? Where do you want to take it?
Um, well, right now we are focused on getting to a certain scale so that we can establish PMF.
Mm-hmm.
And the immediate goal is to take it to 10 million in revenues,
Hmm. Nice.
and that's the that's something that we're looking forward to.
Nice.
Okay.
That's great. That sounds great. Like, since you have been a prodigy in this field, you have you have been into AI back from your very back from Nikki, right? So, based on your experience, I would like to know that which what do you feel, which domain or industry, let's say fintech, finance, education, when combined with AI, could grow exponentially in future, in the upcoming future, and why?
Um, well, so you're asking me about the future of AI in general?
Not exactly. Like for example, if you combine AI with fintech or AI with finance, so like that. So when you combine AI with finance, or you combine AI with education, so which industry would get the most benefit out of AI, according to you?
Okay, which industry will get the most benefit out of AI?
Yes, yeah.
Um, it's hard to say at this point.
Mm-hmm.
When AI started, people were anticipating that it will do the uh, menial work easily,
Correct.
more uh, stereotypical work, which is repetitive in nature. It will be able to do that easily. So people thought that it will definitely wipe out customer support.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but turns out that it was doing creative work easily,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and more repetitive menial work was tougher for this AI, for
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
this specific breed of AI, because it was predictive in nature.
Correct.
Um, so it was able to do coding pretty well. It is able to do coding pretty well. Um, it is able to do social media posts very well.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It is able to do uh, it is able to make creatives pretty well, um, because it is a probabilistic system. It is thriving in creative environment. It tries to guess the right answer, right? So it's a
Right.
probabilistic system.
Mm-hmm.
um, but when it comes to stereotypical repetitive work, it is not able to do a great job, um, simply because it's not for the first time we are faced with a machine that is not uh, a line follower, that is not that you can't predict how it will go in the real
Yeah.
world,
Right.
much like humans, and hence it is
Mm-hmm.
not doing great at stereotypical job. So I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
So judging by that, maybe medicine could be an area where we can deploy AI with human supervision.
Mm-hmm.
um, People are also, of course, trying to deploy AI in driving. So in the um, automobile industry, AI is doing wonders in US. Um, but it's the jury's out there. I think the best approach is to just try everything and see what works better.
Hmm. So like if you want to go for just one industry, so I can assume that it's healthcare and medicine side.
Healthcare and medicine is it is a industry that is ripe for disruption.
Mm-hmm.
It has been heavily regulated, and as
Mm-hmm.
such, it hasn't yet been disrupted the way that other industries have been.
Mm-hmm.
So I think definitely healthcare will get disrupted. The degree of disruption we don't know. Education, I believe, will get disrupted.
Mm-hmm.
These are some of the high margin avenues, because there's a lot of money to be made. So I'm pretty sure that it will get disrupted. Um, the shape and degree is something to be known.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Very clear. So now let's go back into some history. Like you have worked with Nikki for a long time, your earlier startup, and just wanted we check like you have been Nikki has been nominated for a number of awards in the past. So which one of them is the most like dear to you? Which
You
one?
mean which award was dearest to me, or
Yeah.
okay? I don't know. I don't recollect the list of awards that we got. Um, uh, but yeah, I think if I were to pick, I believe uh, NASCOM award was pretty was something that I appreciated quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think we also got FinTech of the Year award during Singapore when in Singapore, that we
Yeah.
appreciated. Um, uh, but yeah, I those are the two actually that I remember as well
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah. So again, like we discussed about the positive aspects from the Nikki, and now coming to the other side of it, like Nikki was a well-known brand earlier, and then it lately was shut down. So and now if you see this AI company was down, then you started with Swiggy, and again kind of started with this startup which is Kim. So we just wanted to understand, like the audience also, like how you dealt with the setback, because failing a startup and then taking the courage to start a new one and doing it rightly again. So just wanted to understand what's the motivation behind how you have dealt with that setback.
Well, it was tough dealing with that setback. Um, I remember when we were shutting down, I did not want to shut it down, and I kept trying for 6 months to get it to some outcome. Um, Even when everyone had resigned from the team, it was just the four of us founders. But I kept
Okay.
looking for a buyer to at least get to an outcome. So it was tough to accept that we are shutting down. Um, I think, of course, meditation helped in sort of accepting the shutdown.
Okay.
Um, but towards the end of it, I think when we went through a shutdown, of course, acknowledging that we have shut down was was I think the first step, I would say, um, where we acknowledged that we have shut down Nikki. I think there was a brief period in time where I was trying to avoid talking about it. But then
Mm-hmm.
eventually, once we accepted it, that is when I made peace with the shutdown. Um, and once I did, after that, I realized I wanted to start up again. And so yeah, the idea came happened, and so it's a right time,
Okay.
um, considering that AI is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we just started up Kim after that.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
So, uh, acknowledgement or acceptance and meditation were the two keys of
Yeah,
getting through this tough phase, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think the youth lacks this a lot. They don't trust the process. They don't acknowledge the outcome, and I don't feel they meditate either. So that's why they're not able to cope up with the setbacks that they face. That's nice. So, let's talk about the future of AI. Like, how do you see the human AI symbiosis happening in the future? And how do you think humans and AI will work together in the upcoming years?
I believe the future is where humans and AI work together. Um, One, because we see that there is a lot of uh, productivity gains that we can get by
Hmm.
working with AI,
Hmm.
and two, there is one degree of reliability that AI will get if it works with humans.
Hmm.
Um, so it has to it will be a future. A lot of people fear, and naturally a lot of people create fear mongering,
Hmm.
especially in Silicon Valley, about
Hmm.
AI so that they can raise more money,
Hmm.
or they can get more likes on Twitter.
Hmm.
But at the end of it, I still believe that AI is far from actually replacing humans in their job. It may reduce, but it will not be able to replace the humans completely. And that gives me some solace that AI will actually be a productivity enhancer.
Mm-hmm.
Like case in point, if you consider um, coding. If you use coding if you use AI while coding,
Mm-hmm.
you will be able to code much faster.
Right.
Um, and now the company will have three choices: either fire the half of the coders, um, and some companies did that. Freshworks notably did that,
Right.
or you or you or you ship faster. And I think Google is doing that. They recently declared that 25% of all their code is now generated by AI.
Correct. Correct. Right.
Um, or we believe that the third outcome will be where um, you will not reduce your workforce. You will also not ship faster, but a lot of other businesses, they will actually keep the talent to innovate more things, right? And what you do as a company will determine um, how well you're able to compete in this new landscape. um, some will innovate, some will build new products. For example, Google has also built products, uh, including the podcasting product that they've built.
Right.
It is possible
Yeah.
because they innovated with the surplus talent that they had.
Yeah. So there is a um, lot of kind of fear in the minds of people, like the AI is going to take jobs in future. So so your inputs give some positive aspects to that, like there is a chances to um, innovate more rather than losing jobs. Like people will be equipped more with these tools to become more productive, and even the small companies will also get more and more products from AI, and they will be more productive, and then hence increasing more jobs. So is it like what you also think, or?
Yeah, that's what I also think. That at the end, AI will be force multiplier, and we'll be able to ship more because of
Mhm.
AI, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll also make quality tech talent available for small businesses.
Mm. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But again, if you see the dynamics in terms of countries, recently you must have heard the news where we saw that US banned DeepSeek, and there is a competition going on. So majorly between US and China. So what do you think about it? Like in the long run, who is going to take it over, or is it healthy?
Um, well, I think competition is healthy. Without this competition, I don't think we would have achieved a more affordable AI.
Mm-hmm.
And more affordable AI means that it will be more accessible to the general public, to emerging economies. So, and that wouldn't have happened if there was no competition.
Mm.
Having
Correct.
said that, I think still China is far behind US. US is far ahead in AI race.
Hmm.
What China is able to do is it is able uh, to use um, it is able to make things more efficient. But still, when it comes to raw innovation, China is still behind. So yeah, I think purely because of that, I feel competition is good. It will continue. No one can
Mm-hmm.
stop it.
Mm.
And because of competition, AI will become more generally accessible.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and I think we'll be seeing a similar world like Sputnik moment, which famously people are calling it,
Yeah.
when Russia and US were fighting the Cold War. They were fighting to go to space, and that competition helped them innovate, and we built space technologies as a result. And I think similarly, this competition will be helpful
Mm.
for AI overall.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. While Russia has some great competitive coders, Europe is also not lagging behind. I think. Have you heard about Mistral AI? It has released
Yes.
something new. So every country is like in this AI tussle. It's very hard to judge which country would win the thing and all. So enough of this, like the AI talks or something. Let's take a step ahead towards the investing side of the startup. So as we all are much influenced with the Shark Tank India basically, and Shark Tank across the globe, people feel that raising money from investors is a big part of growing a startup. So, what are your thoughts of VC fundings, and specifically what founders should keep in their mind before going for a VC funding or before onboarding an investor?
Uh, well, firstly, it's a debt. Not technically, but figuratively, it is a debt. I was just saying that uh, raising money from a VC is good if you are in a space uh, where you need money. If you don't need money, it's a good idea to actually not raise money and have someone be at your back and um keep running after you. Having said that, if you have some money, it gives you the cushion to experiment. Um, it helps you take risks, and
Mm-hmm.
that is a big deal because it helps you um, in building a bigger business. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're not looking to build a big business, then please don't raise money. Yeah.
Yeah. So like there is this thought process of if we onboard a VC or an investor, since he or she is putting the money into the company, so we'll have to do things according to them in order to get that type of growth or performance what they are expecting from us, because they are putting in the money. So is that true? Is there any kind of pressure that VCs usually build,
There will be.
or
If you're going after a VC money, there will be pressure to grow faster than you can.
all right, okay.
And that puts in a lot of stress.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but but I think it's also sometimes about how you're able to build the right chemistry with your investor.
Mm-hmm.
If you make him understand that you can't run against gravity, and
Mm-hmm.
if the investor understands, it will work out.
Hmm.
Yes, correct. And even like Sachin, you have mentioned about you should be raising money only if it is required. And but nowadays, if you see a lot of individuals, young ones, who are kind of getting investment through VCs, and like in their 20s. The other day, I was looking at the news. I could see that as young as neither they were in their 20s, also they were just reaching about 20, and they are still getting the funding. So is it easier nowadays to get these funds, or how is it?
It is easy. I think 15 years ago, when we started Innovaccer, back then venture capital was not as popular, but
Hmm.
now it is much more popular. And as a result, access to capital is there. And that risk capital actually helps you take risks and try bold ventures. Um, so, yeah, to answer your question, yes, it is easier.
Mhm.
But naturally, it is not just a dole out. In fact, a lot of people, for a lot of people, it is a responsibility that you have taken money from someone and you have to give them a return.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So if you're taking money from someone, you need to get those returns to that individual, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you might have seen this or not. There is a lot of talks about how to get richer in a younger age. So a person asks the other that how you can get richer in a younger age. The other person immediately answers that go get a funding, you'll get rich. So
That's not true.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, if you raise money, more often than
Uh-huh.
not, you will be at a lower salary, and that is
Hmm.
the only dole out you will get, which is a low salary. So you
Okay.
will get poorer if you are getting into a venture game.
Okay. So ultimately, you are not getting richer; you're getting poorer.
You are getting poorer, yeah.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. So you cannot afford those big luxuries or those supercars
No,
that they aspire.
no, not at all.
All right, okay. So, when we were, researching about you, your background, your work culture, and everywhere you have been about your experiences. So you've been through a 9 to 5 as well, and you have also co-founded, ran your own startup as well, right? So considering the current market situation, the AI boom, the AI trend right now, um, uh, what would you recommend your younger self to pursue, whether it's a 9 to 5, or it's going for an AI agency or running their own AI powered startup?
I will. I will never recommend my younger self to do 9 to 5. Um, I think
Yeah.
if you're if you go through a high pressure situation,
Mm-hmm.
high likelihood that you will turn out to be a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And the objective of anything in life is to maximize surface area
Mm-hmm.
for you to get lucky. So yeah, I think purely from that, I believe that it is um, important to
Mm-hmm.
work hard
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and give yourself a chance to become successful.
Hmm. All right. So you don't want your younger self to go for a 9 to 5. That's what,
Not at
yeah,
all.
your take is. Okay. Cool. That sounds really good. Since you have experienced so many things, right? You have built Innovaccer, then you have built Niki.ai, then Niki unfortunately couldn't do as expected. Then right now you are at Kim. So I could see that you have started from scratch and you have built the empires, right? So what are the key lessons that you would like to share to the emerging entrepreneurs? Like as we discussed, if you want a younger self to pursue something into AI, so what key lessons you would like to give to the emerging entrepreneurs who want to build an AI startup or an AI agency of its own?
Uh, One, listen to your customer
All right.
and figure out what they want, um, and two, build that. That's it. Nothing else
Okay.
matters. Um, there's a lot of gyan otherwise in the Twitter world. People say build network effects. People say this, that, build something that can scale very quickly. None of that matters. At the end of it, build
Mhm.
something that a customer wants. If you do
Mhm.
that, you are home.
Hmm. So you're like think, build, ship, and repeat. Is it
Yes,
like
that's
that?
it.
Okay,
That's it.
got it, got it. And just a curious question. How is, like, since you have been into this journey, how is Silicon Valley? Uh, should one dream about Silicon Valley? And what are your experiences from the Silicon Valley?
Well, I don't. I think yes. If you go to San Francisco, the vibe there is very very different.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of learning that you will get by just going to one of the meetups there will be
Mm-hmm.
very very different.
Mm-hmm.
And people are very very enthusiastic about AI. They are building AI. They are building in AI and believe that um, and believe in the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, I think that energy is very very infectious. So if you can, go to SF, and you will learn a lot about what's happening.
Okay. So I think that's it from our side, Sachin sir. Anything would you like to add to the conversation, like just the closing statements for the viewers?
Nothing. I think just follow your dream. If there's something that you always wanted to build, go ahead, build it out. And yeah, but do it only if there's a customer wanting it. And
Yeah.
that's about it. That's
Uh,
all I would recommend.
so you need to understand the need and then you need to work on it. That's your
Yes.
point. Okay.
Yes. Awesome.
Thank
Thanks a
you. Thank you,
lot.
sir. Yeah.
Great
Thank you,
talking to
sir, for
you.
being a part of this conversation. Yeah. Thank you so much for the valuable insights that you gave here. I hope all the viewers watching this video would definitely learn a lot from your experiences, as you are a personality of knowledge and experience of your own. We personally learned a lot from this conversation,
Definitely.
and we hope that we'll be seeing more of you in such discussions related to AI and of its future. Uh, yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.